Hello to all students, I am Professor Masood Fuzail. Today we are going to study life cycle of Rhizopus. Rhizopus is a fungus which belongs to phylum Zygomycota or Zygomycetes. Rhizopus is a common bread mold which is growing on decaying bread. It has whitish or greyish color. It has two types of strains. This strain is known as negative mating strain and this type is known as positive strain. If we look at the structure of Rhizopus, it contains three different types of hyphae. The plant body is known as mycelium, which consists of hyphae which are filamentous thread-like structure. The hyphae which penetrates in the substratum are known as rhizoid, while hyphae lying on the surface of the substratum are horizontal, while third type of hyphae grow upward and they are known as sporangiophore. At the end of sporangiophore, they form a sac-like structure which is known as sporangia or sporangium. Spores are produced with the help of mitosis during asexual reproduction, and spores are dispersed by wind and germinate into new rhizopus or new mycelium. But today we are going to study the life cycle of Rhizopus, which is a sexual reproduction in Rhizopus. There is no male or female Rhizopus. There are only two mating types. The red one is known as negative mating type and black one is known as positive mating type or strain. They are growing at the same place at the same time, and when they are growing, they reach with each other and their hyphae join with each other. Now you can see their positive mating strain and negative mating strain are their hyphae has come together and joined with each other. When their hyphae come again to join with each other, they form a pore between their cell wall and their cytoplasm fuses with each other. This process is known as plasmogamy. Right after plasmogamy, these two strands make a structure which is known as gametangia. Gametangia is a zygote-like structure. During early stages, only plasmogamy takes place, and later on their nuclei also fuses with each other, which are haploid nuclei. After a fusion of nuclei, this process is known as karyogamy. This gametangia develops into a structure which is known as zygospore. Zygospore is resistant to heat, light and desiccation, and it can tolerate unfavorable conditions like strong light, strong temperature, low temperature or dryness, and can survive months after its formation. When there is favorable conditions like hot weather and humidity in the atmosphere, this zygospore starts to germinate. So this is a germinating zygospore. This germinating zygospore, because it is haploid, because it is diploid, it is formed by the fusion of two haploid nuclei. It grows into a new hyphae. At the tip of the hyphae, there a structure is formed which is known as sporangia. In sporangium, meiosis takes place and many spores are produced with the help of meiosis, and haploid spores, after bursting the sporangium, release into the atmosphere. These spores, when germinate, they grew into new mycelium or new Rhizopus plant. So in this way, there are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction, which takes place by mitosis, but the process is same in the first of all, there is sporangiophore and there are sporangium, and spores are produced inside the sporangia with the help of mitosis. But during sexual phase, most of the life their hyphae contain haploid hyphae, haploid nucleus, and this phase is known as diploid phase, because after a zygospore their nuclei has fusion with each other, and this stage is diploid. And during diploid stage, the spores are produced inside the sporangia with the help of meiosis. So these are sexual reproduction, and this is asexual reproduction of Rhizopus. So in this way, today we have just discussed sexual reproduction or life cycle of Rhizopus. I hope you have understood it. If you do, please like it, subscribe it and share with your friends. See you in the next lecture. Bye.